The ongoing war between Israel and Hamas has entered day 25. In the major ground of operation in the Gaza Strip, essentially, Israel has said it has eliminated several Hamas leaders and also destroyed hundreds of military targets inside Gaza. Combined forces of the IDF attacked about 300 targets during the last day. Israel's military appears to be approaching Gaza City from at least three sides. Photographs, videos and satellite imagery show lines of armored vehicles advancing from Gaza's northern border and taking up positions near a major road farther south. Large groups of Israeli tanks and other armored vehicles are making their way deeper into Gaza as Israel's military continues to strike nearby buildings from the air. Shiv continues to be with us. Shiv, essentially, as far as this war is concerned, Israel seems to have encircled this entire region from three sides.
They have, from at least from the northeast, from the north and the east, of course, it's completely encircled. To the south is the Egypt border, but from those three sides, especially, the flanking of the Gaza Strip is pretty much complete. The third side, of course, is from the sea. The Israeli Navy, using gunboats and naval special forces, has also encircled that part of Gaza. In fact, there have been attacks on port facilities and coastal infrastructure of the Hamas on Gaza's coast. So you're right, it is a three-way siege of Gaza at this point of time. One would imagine that there's no real escape for Hamas, but remember that tunnel network that we've been focusing on, Sneha, is not to be taken lightly at all. We've spoken to veterans who've operated and served inside the Gaza Strip, Israeli veterans who've served inside the Gaza Strip, who say that that network was something to reckon with even way back in 2009 and 2014. So you can only imagine the kind of sophistication that network of tunnels has acquired, now in 2023. This is a Hamas that knows its hunters. It knows, what the Israeli army is capable of. They're well aware of the threat from the air, from the ground, and from the sea, and they're well prepared for it. And that's one of the reasons why, even after 22 days of constant bombardment, we are still seeing anti-tank offensive attacks from the Hamas. Rockets are still being, launched from inside Hamas, which means that even with, a great deal of bombing, a great deal of ground attacks on these positions, they still have viable offensive capabilities. And that is a big worry, because it means that with each passing day, as the operation stretches on, they are liable to possibly acquire more weapons and recover some of those positions.
All right, Shiv, be with us. Just coming back to you in a moment from now. So we spoke about the three-pronged attack as far as Israel is concerned. And let's take a look at how it really looks like in terms of the direction and the manner in which Israel essentially has encircled the Gaza Strip, this entire region that you can see from northern Gaza, where large groups of armored vehicles continue to move in, like Shiv was telling us about. And the other portions, of course, are at the central region and then the southern region, where Israeli troops have encircled the entire Gaza Strip, even though the pace may not be as what one would have expected in terms of looking back at Israel's previous attacks. But this time around, it's fairly slow-paced, and Shiv was explaining us the reasons for it. But nevertheless, the tanks continue to roll in, and armored vehicles seen on a major road that you see, in fact, right now as far as this particular map is concerned. Just trying to give you a sense of how, in fact, the three-pronged attack of Israel looks like, if you just simply look at it in terms of how it looks like in graphics, is what we're trying to explain.